Welcome to Mega Knight Gaming, and this is the second review of the day. I've noticed I've done a lot of older games, so let's get into a more recent game. The game that's going to be reviewed today is Divinity Original Sin 2, developed by Orion Studios and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment. It's a sequel to 2014's Divinity Original Sin, which was released, and this game was released for PC on September 14th of 2007, and for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One on August 31st of 2018. As far as this review goes, well, I prefer the PC version, just because you have the freedom of having the mouse and keyboard controls. Really, any version of this game would get a similar score. Basically, what Divinity Original 2 aspires to be is a throwback to RPGs of old, so like your Baldur's Gate, Arcanum, etc. But it'd be, as far as the design, interface design, gameplay, graphics, sound, etc. It'd be as if the isometric style of RPG was never discontinued from the mainstream. If that remained a mainstream thing and continued on to today, we would have a lot of games on the market like Divinity Original Sin 2. You can play solo, or you can have a party of up to 3 characters. You have a huge open world that you can play. You can create a custom character, or play as one of the pre-made characters, customize different stats, origin, race, gender, other background information. There's a variety of different character types. You should be happy for greed. If you wanted to, you'd have
I found you, didn't I?
Mage-like character, alien-like character. Really, whatever type of character you create, you could.
Not an attempt, mate.
There's
not if I can bloody help it. Time's up, Your Highness. Let's dance.
And you have the freedom to be a good character, evil character. Time. Basically, all the basics from the D&D inspired CRPGs of yesteryear are present in this game. You have a deep storyline. Takes place in the fantasy world of Rebellion, and it takes place centuries after Divinity Original Sin. Basically, there's the people in power are trying to. They want to put a stop to source magic. So you have people that are hunting and imprisoning people who are practitioners of source magic, or at least believed to be. So that's where your adventure starts, and you make it through if you're playing through this game as somebody's experienced with RPGs, you have a good 60 to 80 hours of gameplay involved in this, especially if you're looking for all the different things. Unlike many of the CRPGs of yesteryear, this game controls very fluidly. The screen scroll without any significant lag or any issue. It's turn-based combat, but it's turn-based combat in an exciting way. It is relatively fast-paced for turn-based combat. And it does have a fairly steep curve, especially if you're more of a modern RPG player, used to the likes of Skyrim and other games like that. It's one of those games that there's a lot of modern games where I might enjoy the experience, but I'll say it's oversimplified. Or there's a lot of games that are trying to recreate different aspects of retro gaming, or at least older gaming. I guess mid-2004 would be considered retro at this point. They try to recreate some aspects of older games without fully realizing what made a lot of those older games great. A game like Arcanum, Steamworks Magic Obscura, was not a great game because of the gameplay or the difficulty, was because of the variety of different skills you had available, the freedom of control over how you could create your character and advance that character, and a huge world you could interact in where it actually made a difference. You could kill off NPCs and actually had an effect on the game. You actually felt like you were part of a living, breathing world that you could actually play a role in. Instead of feeling like you're a pre-made character engaging in a bunch of disparate activities in more of a theme park setting. So with this game, if you're, like I said, if you're used to modern RPGs, the learning curve will take a little while to get used to. Do some research, read some guides online, use one of the pre-made characters, and you might have to start over a few times until you get your starting character build correct. But once you start getting the hang of this game, it's one of the best games created in the past few years so far. It's one of those games that gives me hope that there's actually, gives me faith that there's in the gaming industry. Not to mention a lot of AAA developers.
It's their frightful manners I mind the most.
Story, or a coherent story, an open world that makes sense, is sacrificed for what seems to be a lot of games that are, instead of being a coherent world where you can be a part of it, it's more glorified tech demos where you have a lot of different activities that are fun separately but are only loosely tied together. It's one of those games
that was rather fun, wasn't
an
it?
older game like Arcanum.
I do find it ever so invigorating to cut a cutthroat's throat.
Has a strong understanding of what made older CRPGs great, and also understands what makes modern games great as well, and fuses those two together to create a masterpiece. As far as scoring this game,
No one gets used to this kind of thing so quickly.
personally,
This is hardly
I
the
do
first
prefer
time someone's
3D
filled some poor
games
fool's
over
purse and bid him
isometric
kill the prince.
and first-person
I'll tell you
games
what, though.
over isometric
Whomever wants
games
me
as
out of the
well.
picture will have to do a lot
Yet this
better
is
if
one
they
of the
seek to get the
best
better
games
of
I've
me.
played
All those bumblers they've
really
sent
of
so
all
far
time,
mark a mere
once you
insult to
combine
my
the story,
swordsmanship.
gameplay together, and the world as a whole. You really feel like you're making a difference in this world, and you do have a lot of freedom of action.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute
So this
intensity.
game is going to go into the top
It
tier
appears
of my review
confused,
list,
and yet somehow
It's gonna be a 5
compelled
out of
to
5.
continue following you.
and I am going to put it at, let's see, at this point wherever I put it on the list is more a matter of personal preference. I prefer the story and the world of Arcanum over this game. I prefer the gameplay slightly over Arcanum, and that is fully modded, patched Arcanum with all the bugs and issues fixed in it. It doesn't quite have the open world that Azeron's Call has, nor does it have the highly immersive skill-based combat that would take
Into
to
the
the
dark
arena.
with you.
So I'm going to go ahead and give this game, we'll put it a 5 out of 5. I'm going to put it third on the list, right below Azeron's Call, and right above Arcanum of Steamworks Magic Obscura.
I should be happy for greed.
What did you
And
say?
I'll let this game play out for a little bit
I
longer,
found you, didn't I?
so you can get an
Red,
idea
they
of the
said.
voice acting,
Red,
graphics,
then
and
dead.
some of the gameplay. Hope you enjoyed the review. Please like, subscribe, and have a great day.
Not an attempt, mate. Not if I can bloody help it. Time's up, Your Highness. Let's dance. It's stabbing time.
sense something nearby.
Likes it big and strong. Comes about all dilly idea. Twists and rubs and tweaks the nubs. We see combs it out all dilly idea.
Damned nuisance these assassins are. It's their frightful manners I mind the most, really.
See, he likes it big and strong. Combs it out all dilly idea. Twists and rubs and tweaks the nubs. He strokes and pokes like all the blokes. You see, he'll touch it all day long. Combs it out all dilly idea.
Well, that was rather fun, wasn't it? I do find it ever so invigorating to cut a cutthroat's throat. Oh, one gets used to this kind of thing so quickly. This is hardly the first time someone's filled some poor fool's